Nintendo dropped a beautiful 15 minutes long direct all about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And oh boy did we learn a lot, but you know what? I feel like the info we have is all over the place, so let's just clean it up and figure out everything we know, okay? This game doesn't take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, like most Mario games, but instead it takes place in the Flower Kingdom, which is led by this little cute caterpillar-looking guy named Prince Florian. Mario and his friends were invited to the kingdom, and obviously the evil King Bowser followed them around and ruined things by touching the Wonder Flower. This mysterious flower merged him with the castle, turning him into some sort of floating living castle thingy. This is so strange, but for once, the princess doesn't need rescue, so you know what? I'm loving it. The poor inhabitants of the Flower Kingdom, on the other hand, actually need to be rescued, but thanks to Mario and the gang, they'll probably be all good. This presentation taught us that we would explore 6 different worlds and that they all surround an area called the Petal Isles, bringing the total to 7 different areas. World 1 is the Pipe Rock Plateau, which seems to be a grassy land featuring classic and new enemies. The second one, Fluff Puff Peaks, starts off with snow and ice themed level, but as soon as you get to the top, you can expect clouds and sky levels. The third one, Shining Falls, is an oddball, as I'm not so sure what the theme is supposed to be, but it does look like it's gonna feature a couple caves to explore. The Petal Isles features caves, beaches, and underwater levels, which hopefully will be fun to explore. You never know with underwater stuff. The fourth world seems to be themed around desert and features white sand. The fifth world seems to be a forest with giant mushrooms and a lot of poisoned water all over the place. The sixth and probably final level wasn't really shown that much, but what we can tell is that it's going to feature lava, magma, and all sorts of things you don't want to touch. It seems like if you want to get to the final world, you're gonna have to beat every single bosses from the previous worlds to destroy those piranha plant vines that actually connect to Bowser Castle. Bowser's Castle? Castle Bowser? I don't know how to call that guy. The world map is some sort of hybrid between the classic new Super Mario Bros. Map, where Mario automatically moves from one level to the next, and an open area one like Super Mario 3D World. In the open areas, you can actually skip some levels by just walking around them. Maybe some more difficult levels await in these areas, and that's why the game will give us the option to skip those. Speaking of the levels, or courses as the game calls them, you can actually see how difficult they are by simply walking around them. A star system ranging from 1 to 4 will tell you if they're easy or not. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised to see some 5 stars levels in the later worlds. A basic image will also let you know what to expect from the level, and you'll see how many Wonder Seeds you need to collect from it. From what I understand, Wonder Seeds are kinda like star coins. You'll have to go out of your way if you want to collect them all, but they're not as useless as star coins though, because some of the levels will require you to collect a certain amount of seeds if you want to play them. And if you don't want to walk through all of the worlds and all of the levels, there's now a course select menu, which is an amazing quality of life improvement for a Mario game. And you know what? If the loading times haven't been sped up, well, it's gonna be quite fast to go from one level to the next. This was already revealed in the first trailer, but this game features a bunch of different characters to choose from. Sure, you can play as Mario, Luigi, and the Toads, just like in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but the game also includes Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, as well as Toadette. All of these characters play the same, and they can get power-ups and also get hurt from enemies. But if you decide to play as one of the 4 colored Yoshis, or even Nabbit, well, you won't get hit by enemies, but you also won't be able to collect any power-ups, exactly like how Nabbit behaved in New Super Mario Bros. U. These characters are perfect if you want to take it easy, or if you're having trouble with the normal characters. Plus, as Yoshi, you can do a flutter jump in midair and people can ride on you, so you can carry them around. Even Yoshis can carry Yoshis. Yoshiception! You can also eat objects and spit them back at enemies, making stuff a bit easier. Super Mario Wonder will introduce 3 new power-ups that are exclusive to the game. The first one is the one we all knew about after watching the reveal trailer, the elephant form. It will allow Mario and his friends to turn into a big elephant that can smash enemies and break blocks with their trunks. Being this big will also allow you to destroy multiple blocks at once and even run across gaps that are 2 blocks wide. You can also store some water and spit it back to water flowers and make vines grow from the ground, probably allowing you to visit secret areas. Every normal character can use this power-up, and I have to admit that Elephant Peach is really cursed to look at. Ugh. The bubble power-up actually reminds me of the blue baby Yoshi in New Super Mario Bros. U. With this new item equipped, you can throw bubbles at enemies and turn them into coins. The bubbles can also be used as a jump pad, so I'm sure these will be quite helpful to dodge some coins when I'll play the game without touching a coin. Subscribe if you don't want to miss that, by the way. The drill power-up gives you a drill helmet that will protect you from most things falling from above you, which is pretty cool, but in my opinion, the coolest thing about this power-up is the ability to dig through the floor and through the ceiling, allowing you to reach new secret areas and to break open blocks containing coins and other collectibles. The classic fire flower also makes a comeback, and just like it always did, well, it allows you to throw fireballs at enemies. But you know what, compared to those new power-ups, it's kinda lame. The ability to store a power-up that's featured in a couple other Mario games is also part of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, meaning you can store 2 different power-ups at once and cycle through them when needed. I loved that feature so much in Super Mario 3D World, and I missed it in the new Super Mario Bros. Series. So you know what? Welcome back, old friend. We already had a glimpse of those wonder flowers in the first trailer, but now we know a bunch about them. These flowers will completely change the way a level is played when you collect one. Sometimes the level will get all weird and pipes will come alive. There's also the stampede effect, which causes a bunch of animals to swarm the screen. The camera tilting one will rotate things around, forcing you to run away from rolling dangers. The freefall one will, well, make you fall down from the sky. Opposite to that, the bubble one will make you bounce to the top, but the weirdest one they've shown is the perspective effect, which will change the way the game is played. Like right now, it seems like Luigi is walking on the walls. Am I playing Mario or am I playing Zelda? I'm so confused. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is all actually Super Mario Galaxy. Wonder flowers can also affect your character, turning it into a Goomba or a giant spike ball. But maybe you'll turn into Big Chungus and will get to fly, who knows. I have a feeling Nintendo only showed us a couple wonder effects and that in the final game there's gonna be like 10, maybe 20 more. I was wondering if the big hat we saw in the first trailer was a special power-up. Well, no, it's actually a badge. There seems to be 24 different badges we can equip in the game, and they give you new abilities, such as the parachute cap, a better wall climb, the ability to swim super fast like a dolphin, a way to jump super high by jumping while running, the classic crouching high jump from Super Mario Bros. 2, a floatier jump, as well as a grapple hook kind of thing, which looks super fun to use. There's also some protective badges, like this one that gives you a safety bounce if you end up falling in the lava. Looking for hidden areas and items? The sensor badge will scan the world and let you know about them. There's also the coin magnet, which I will definitely stay away from. Ugh, imagine collecting coins. This next one turns your character invisible, which will definitely make the game way more difficult. I cannot wait to attempt to play the entire game that way. Anyways, gotta go fast with the jet run, which will make Mario run super fast. But it seems like we cannot actually stop anymore. Man, speedruns of this game will be crazy, let me tell you. There also seems to be a badge granting you coins for defeating enemies, one that allows you to start a course as Super Mario instead of Small Mario, and there's a couple more which are yet to be discovered. You can get those badges by visiting some shop or playing badge challenges, which will get you familiar with a certain badge before handing it over to you. Super Mario Wonder features local 4-player co-op, very similar to New Super Mario Bros. U. Everyone picks a character and you play levels together. If a player dies, instead of turning into a bubble, he'll turn into a ghost that others can rescue within 5 seconds. This is cool and all, but the real deal is the online play, which is actually something I would never have expected. Instead of just partying up with other people like Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury does, you'll instead keep playing your solo game, but will see ghosts from other players around the world. They might be playing the same level, or maybe not. It doesn't actually matter. Thing is, if you end up dying and a ghost player is near you, well, they can actually save you, and you can also do the same. You can emote to chat with them and even share your bonus items. This is pretty cool. I think this way of interacting with other players is even better than simply partying up, as everyone can play and advance at their own pace while helping out random people from around the world. Oh, and did I mention that you can also race with them? No? Well, you can. And I just can't wait to do all of this. The game also introduces those collectibles called standees, which you can place around the map to revive players' ghosts. There seems to be 144 different standees, and you collect them by buying them from the shop. Helping out those people will give you some heart points, which will show just how nice of a player you are. I'm still not sure if getting heart points actually does something, but we'll know in due time. Super Mario Bros. Wonder comes out on October 20th, which is about 50 days from the release of this video, and I just can't wait to experience it. And obviously, the best way to experience it is by buying the brand new Mario Edition Nintendo Switch OLED, baby! But wait, it features coins in the back. Yeah!